Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is CarChanneledTarot. All right, welcome if you're new here. If you're returning, thank you. Okay, today's going to be Taurus, next 72 hours from whenever you see this. Okay, please remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I do offer personal readings. All the information will be listed right underneath this video in the description box. Okay, it's raining out. Hopefully, this sounds okay. I'm using a new, as you can see, hopefully you like it. Okay, I'm using the little banners here. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, all right, so anything else? Oh, also a couple channel messages for you, Taurus. I was getting that you might be thinking a lot about family in the next 72 hours, okay? Sorry, that truck just reminded me of someone I know. All right. Someone you know could drive a truck, okay? Maybe even like a black truck. But anyways, you could be thinking a lot about family in the next 72 hours. And I was also getting a more about like having children, okay? So I don't know if you already have kids or if you are thinking of having children. Maybe you're pregnant right now, or maybe you're going to get pregnant soon, okay? If you don't want that, then make sure to be protected, okay? But I was hearing like that trend, or that, you know, that question people ask on like social media where it's like, would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? Okay, it's like a silly question. But so it really depends on what people say, you know, what their answer is. So you might be having those sort of like thoughts, okay? No pun intended. Um, Whether your child might grow up to be gay, or if they're gonna be, I don't know why people think this, you know, who really cares as long as people are being safe, right? But you might be thinking, what if my son's gay? What if my daughter's gay? What if, you know, my daughter ends up being, you know, promiscuous in the future? Or, you know, what if my son ends up being like promiscuous or like a player or something like that? Okay, so you could be thinking of like, I'm also hearing like how you want to raise your child. I'm hearing if you had one, or when you have one, or right now if you already have kids, you might be thinking like, okay, so how do I implement, you know, these certain rules, or, you know, I don't know, how do you want to raise them? You know, you might be thinking like later on in life, how am I going to control this person? Okay. And I'm getting it's not necessarily in a like a bad controlling way. I don't think you're thinking that way. You might be, okay. Um, but I think you're just trying to put this child on the right track, basically, okay? Um, so they don't end up being a player. Maybe you're teaching your child who's younger how to treat women. You know, I'm seeing a mother like teaching her son how to open and close doors for people. You know, say please and thank you, be respectful when communicating, all of that stuff. Okay, because you could have gone through a lot of stuff yourself growing up, or you've experienced a lot of bullshit from people. You know, maybe you yourself are gay. Okay, no problem with that at all. Okay, maybe you are gay. Maybe you what was the other one? Oh, maybe you are promiscuous. Okay, I don't know. I think you're debating on how you want to raise your child. Okay. Anyways, I hope that made sense. um, but let's see what we need to know for you, Taurus, in the next 72 hours. Okay. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay. And I'm automatically thinking you don't want to repeat a certain cycle or cycles. Okay. So I feel like you're trying to, I'm hearing break the chains. Okay. You might like, I don't know if that's who it's by. Fleetwood Mac. I'm hearing Fleetwood Mac. You might be listening to Fleetwood Mac in the next 72 hours, okay? But anyways, you want to break some certain cycles that you grew up experiencing, and you don't want your kids to go through that too, okay? So I feel like you're also keeping a lot of, you're not, I was hearing the word spying on your child, okay? You could be eyeing your child a lot and seeing how they act, you know. I feel like you're picturing them when they're older. I don't know why I'm getting something big about children and your kids, okay? Um, if you already have kids, I feel like you're paying extra attention to your children or your child and seeing how they act. Maybe you're seeing signs that your child might be, maybe they seem to be a little bit, maybe your son is into Barbies or, which still no problem. That doesn't mean you're gay, okay? But there are certain signs that, people can see my son might be a little this or that. Or maybe your daughter is, she wants to dress more masculine, okay? You might be noticing signs like that, okay? All right. I don't know why I'm picking up on that a lot right now, but it definitely will resonate with somebody, okay? All right, let's see. What else for Taurus in the next 72 hours? Okay, I'm hearing, oh, wow. I'm hearing, Lord, I just woke up, guys. Bear with me. My voice isn't already, um, I don't know. Anyways, Taurus, I feel like you tried it one more time with maybe an ex or I'm also hearing baby father, okay? I'm also getting that you're walking away from a baby mama, baby father situation, okay? Someone you probably have kids with or, are having a kid with, you're thinking of walking away or you already have. I'm hearing one last time, or you tried to be with this person or work things out. I'm hearing in a civil way, one last time, okay? So you gave it another shot and it's not working, okay? And I'm also hearing you don't want your kid, again, to grow up in a certain environment or around whoever you're connected to. Okay, so you might be dealing with a court situation. I'm seeing that a relationship just didn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, I'm hearing completely opposites. You might be Taurus and Scorpio. Okay, I feel like you guys gave it round and around and around and around. I feel like you guys gave it so many tries and it's just not working. Okay, I feel like you guys are finally realizing that. Okay, and you're deciding what to do. Okay, maybe you and your baby father or baby mother have different views on morality, okay, or what you think is okay. Um, Again, I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, I feel like whoever you're connected to, baby mama, baby father, I feel like one of you is like, if my son's gay, who cares? And then the other one's like, no, I don't want my son to be gay. Okay, like I feel like you're having that sort of discussion with somebody. You guys have different views on things, especially I'm hearing politically correct views. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyways, you could be trying to go to work in the next 72 hours, Taurus, but I feel like whatever situation you have going on with your baby mama or baby father, maybe even your family, it's this whole issue about your child and like who they're going to be. It's like still on your mind while you're at work, okay? I'm hearing this frustrates you, okay? I mean, that makes sense. That would frustrate me too if everyone's trying to tell me like how I should raise my cod. You might be eating cod. Okay. You might be having fish. Okay. It is Friday, Fish Friday. But anyways, that was random. Um, it would piss me off too if everyone's trying to tell me how to raise my child, right? Or I feel like you are the one who is understanding if your kid's gay or if your kid ends up being gay, okay? I feel like you're the one who's understanding. Maybe the baby father or baby mama, take it out resonates, okay? Maybe the other person that you're connected to is not as understanding or they have very strict views about things and they don't want, I don't know. What? I mean, that's frustrating, especially if that's like your actual baby father and they don't already want to support their son or daughter, okay? Because they're thinking of who they're going to be. People have to remember that people are their own person. Just because you created something, just because you created a child, even if you birthed the child, okay, it doesn't mean that you get to, yeah, you can shape them, you can mold them, you can put certain morals into them when they're young, right? So hopefully that they grow up to be, the better version of themselves. But at the end of the day, and I'm sure as we all know, Taurus, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Okay, you can't really control everything. Okay, so that may be a message for somebody, whether it's you or whoever you're dealing with. You cannot control everything. You cannot control people and who they are. You can't control what they turn out to be. You can only try your best to shape them into the person that you want them to be, okay? So I feel like that's a huge discussion. It has to be, because that is coming out heavy in this spread already. And I was channeling messages about it right before I walked out here. But anyways, Taurus, what else for you in your next 72 hours? Yeah, Tower moment. I feel like there's a lot of, I'm hearing chaos and just, you know, upheaval, dealing with family, maybe your baby father, baby mama, mother, over this whole, like, who your kid's gonna be. I don't know why. So you're dating someone or have dated someone who, I mean, did you know that they had these types of views before? If you didn't, then that's kind of more understanding, but at the same time, this is why we have to get to know people, especially before, you know, having kids with them and, you know, laying down with them. But if it already happened, you know, if you already got the kid, it is what it is, okay? You got to figure out what to do next, okay? You might be moving out of a situation or even out of a house. I'm also hearing apartment, okay? You could be dealing with the water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? Your child could be a Pisces, okay? Maybe your child is more feminine, okay? If they're a boy, maybe your child is more feminine, okay? And maybe the baby father or someone is trying to reverse that or make it seem like, oh, we shouldn't show our emotions like that. You know, I'm hearing stop crying. That's not good. I'm hearing I'm getting the baby father tries to always like toughen up the kid if it's a boy, you know, like the father doesn't want the kid to show their emotions or something like that. But the kid has emotions. Of course they do, man or woman, you know, that's natural, especially for a kid. Oh my God. Because if you raise your kid to be, you know, emotionally closed off, I feel like they're going to end up like the baby father, it sounds like, okay? And I feel like you don't want that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this person is, whoever you're dealing with is trying to like reverse the feminine side of your child. And I think you might have a son, okay? So I'm seeing like a little boy, and maybe he cries more often, you know, than I guess someone's used to. I don't know. It's a child. Of course they're gonna cry. You have to people have to understand, like, kids are gonna do kid things, okay? You gotta, like I said, you can do your best to guide them in the right direction, but I have a whole thing about that. My own views, but you know, anyways. Taurus, I feel like you're staying grounded within your morals, okay? I feel like you're not changing, you're not backing down on what you think and what you say, okay? You're not easily influenced like this person is, or maybe this person that you're dealing with, like your baby father, they could be easily influenced and just bitter and cold-hearted, and they don't know how to open up their own emotions, okay? So when they see their kid crying, if it's a boy, when they see their kid crying, they're like, why are you crying? I'm hearing it's because the baby father didn't get to cry when he was a kid, so now he has to project that onto his son. And the son wants to cry. Okay, like if he's hurt, you know, emotionally or physically, you know what I mean? That's a normal reaction when you're hurt, okay? I feel like if this kid fell, right? If your son fell down on the ground, I'm seeing two people, like, you know, you could be sitting in a room with your baby father and your kid falls over, right? And he starts crying. Typical kid reaction, okay? Or even adult, you know, some people, if it hurts, it hurts, okay? But anyways, I'm seeing two people, like, you sitting in the same room, the kid falls, the baby father's like, you know, you're like, oh, come here, like, you know, it's okay. And then the baby father's like, stop crying. What you crying for? You know, and, oh, okay. Yeah, it's two different dynamics, two very different dynamics of how you guys parent. And honestly, Taurus, I'm getting that growing up, if this baby father doesn't even come around to a new perspective on how to deal with people, okay, even despite the way that they grew up, okay? Because you don't have to repeat a cycle. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, if this person doesn't change, I feel like the sun, or if you have a daughter, okay, take it how it resonates. I feel like the sun is going to become so just, I don't want to be around dad, because every time I express myself, they cut me off, or you don't want that, okay? Like, man or woman, you don't want to have a kid who can't come to you because from the start, from the jump, from when they were a baby, you always were cutting them off, telling them, no, this ain't that, I don't know, just what is it called? Dismissing their emotions. That can truly affect someone long term, okay? You know how many people, if you ever meet somebody in real life, like adults, if you ever meet someone who's like so dismissive of your feelings, right? We've all dated someone like that, man or woman. And it's like, why do you do that? It's probably because they grew up with their own emotions being dismissed, So they think if my emotions don't matter, if I gotta always toughen it up, so do you. Why, if I can't express myself, why do you get to express yourself? Okay, I feel like there's like a generational trauma that's starting to be projected by this person. Okay, I hope that made sense. And I feel like you really don't want that to continue. Okay, someone could be even very religious, and just, I want my son to be raised Catholic, and maybe you're spiritual or something like that. I'm seeing you like face palm yourself, like, God damn it, like, what did I get myself into? Like, I feel like you might do that a lot with this person, your baby father, okay? But one of you could be very religious, one of you could be very spiritual, or whatever religion you practice or believe in, okay? And you don't want your kid to grow up in a certain way. They don't want them to grow up however you view they should be raised, okay? And it's causing a lot of arguments, fights. I'm hearing the child is already confused. Like, they're like, I don't even know what the hell y'all are talking about, but I know that you don't like this person and they don't like you. I'm seeing like a baby sitting between two parents, just like, and babies can't quite like fully understand us, right? When they're little, but they still understand emotion. Okay? When you smile at a baby and they smile at you back, it's like a chain reaction emotion, you know what I mean? So if a baby is sitting in the middle in their living room and both their parents are arguing, right? And the dad's like angry, and then the mom's like, also angry, and the kid's like, y'all are fighting, this is not a good emotion, I'm about to start crying, wah wah wah, you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Kids can still understand emotion even if they don't understand exactly what the adults are saying, okay? And you don't want the kid to grow up, always assuming that, oh no, mom and dad are in the same room, they're going to start fighting, okay? Because I feel like people forget that a lot of the time. They forget that kids can still somewhat understand us, okay? And even if you think, oh, they're an infant, they're 3 years old, they're 5 years old, they're not gonna. Yes, they are. You know how many things I remember from my childhood that people probably think I don't fucking remember? Huh? You know what I mean? Like, yes, I do remember, and that shit can stick with you for a long time, okay? Also getting something about therapy, okay? So you guys might be trying to go to therapy, or you did try going to therapy with this other person that you're connected to, and it's just not working, okay? I feel like someone is just, I'm hearing narcissist, okay? Yeah. This person's a narcissist for sure. You could have, I'm also hearing you could have been raised by a narcissist. Take it how it resonates, okay? Maybe this other person, maybe your baby father or baby mother is calling you a narcissist, okay? So y'all are like both You're a narcissist. No, you're a narcissist. You both could be. Okay, if we're being honest, you both could be. Okay. But I feel like there's a lot of blaming. Pointing the finger at the other person. Like I said, y'all could be complete opposites, Taurus and Scorpio. That's what I'm getting heavy. You might quite literally be dealing with those signs. Okay. Um, there's been a lot of betrayal in this connection, a lot of deceiving. This person could have cheated on you. You could have cheated on them. I'm hearing a lot of tit for tat. Okay. And this is just toxic as fuck. And I feel like the kid is picking up on they're picking up on, I don't know specifically what, besides the fact that you guys are fighting. And I'm hearing it starts at home, and that's very, very true. So I'm also seeing like a kid now in my head, like, and they're going to daycare, right? And they start acting out, or they start being angry to other kids. Okay, so if you have a child and you're wondering why your kid is also being angry or showing signs of anger out of nowhere, maybe even toward other kids or people, like when they go to daycare, it starts at home. Okay, it starts at home. And I'm also hearing strict parents create sneaky children. Okay, that was like a quote I saw, like, I don't know, I think in like middle school. I was like, yeah, that's so true. But it is at the same time, but you still want to be very protective because people are crazy in this world. You want to be protective, but you also want to instill the right morals into, your children as they grow up, and start young. Okay, like, don't wait till the kid's 13 to tell them, hey, you should, do this, or, kill him with kindness. Okay, like my mom, specifically for me, my mom's a Taurus, by the way. When I was little, I still remember very, very much till this day, the morals that she kept repeating to me. Some of them didn't make sense to me in my mind at the time, but they absolutely make sense now, and they still stand true. Okay, so I feel like you are right about what you want to teach your child or how you want to raise them. Okay, or the certain beliefs. Maybe you're trying to also teach this child that it's okay to be different. It's okay to accept, what other people believe in. Okay, follow your heart is what I'm hearing. You want your kid to follow their heart. You don't want them to be forced to do something or anything that they don't want to do. Okay, I feel like you're trying to teach your kid to stand in their own power and teach other and teach them how to say no. In certain situations. And this other person, your baby mama, baby father, is just not receptive to what you're trying to explain. Okay, I'm hearing this person is just kind of, I'm hearing delusional, but I feel like they just want to argue and they just want you to be wrong no matter what. Okay, they just want you to be wrong. So, like, it doesn't matter what you say. Even if you are right, it doesn't matter what you say. This person is always gonna, they're gonna counteract whatever you're saying. Okay. Oh God, I'm sorry, Taurus. Yeah, more fights, more arguments. They're always debating with you. They're always trying to they're always trying to compete with you. Hello. You could be uploading a picture on Instagram soon. Okay, random channel message. I need to turn this off. Uh-oh. Okay. But yeah, Taurus, that's pretty much for your reading. I feel like you're going to be dealing with a lot of disagreements. And you're about to walk away for good. Or you're just going to be like, you know what, I'm hearing exchange the kid at the store. You're just like, if you want to see your kid, you can see your kid still. I don't feel like you're keeping your kid from, your baby father or whatever, but you might be, okay, or vice versa. Your baby mama might be trying to keep, the kid from you or something like that. Or maybe you just haven't seen your kids in a while because you and your baby mama have your own issues. So apparently that means you can't see your kids. I don't know. Petty stuff, but it's also very deep, okay? There's a lot going on here. But I feel like you're trying to move on still, Taurus. You're trying to figure out how to, like I said, you might be moving out of a house or an apartment. Okay. Something about moving. And like I said just now, I feel like you are not, I'm hearing agree to disagree. Okay. So you're trying your best with this person to agree to disagree, but they're not receptive. Okay. So I feel like you're just like, all right, I'm gonna move on. That's okay. You can think how you think, and I'm gonna think how I think. Okay. And you know, I'm seeing you throw your hands up because you've tried to work it out with this person too many times. You're over it. You're over it. I feel like also something small that this person or your baby father or baby mother says, like you're just gonna be like, I can't. I can't. What's that that Wendy Williams clip where she's like, I can't. I can't. And she's like crying. I feel like that's how you're gonna be. And you are over it. You're over this person, you're over this situation, you're over trying to, prove your point or something. And I feel like you don't have a desire to forgive this person anymore. But at the same time, you are going to be civil. I feel like you are civil with letting the kid, see their other parent. But I feel like this whole thing is just so disappointing for you. I feel like you were dealing with this person for a long time, Taurus. I'm hearing 5 years. 5 years? And you're just disappointed that I'm hearing it got to this point. Okay? It's just too much instability. And I'm hearing you're ready for peace. You're ready for peace. And honestly, Taurus, I know Taurus people, I've seen it firsthand. I know so many Taurus. My mom's a Taurus. When y'all get out of your element, it's just not pretty. I feel like you don't like being like that. Okay? Maybe this person is just used to the anger, the yelling, the screaming, the always going back and forth, and this person just doesn't stop, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And you want to be, I'm hearing you want to be somewhere on the beach with your kid, okay, or just outside, having fun in nature and at peace, living your best life. Okay, even if your kid is right next to you, you want to have fun with your kid, right? I feel like that's how you're like, I don't want to argue, I don't want to deal with this anymore. That's tough. It just reminds me every day, people in their situations. It reminds me why I love kids, okay? I really do. I've worked in a daycare for over 8 years. But I just don't want my own children. I don't want to have to deal with a baby father, okay? And I already want to be married before I even think of having kids, because I gotta see how it's like that, how it's years after we're married. Okay, I know not everything works out. Okay, I know things happen, but at the same time, I need a ring on my finger. I need to have a healthy relationship before I even have the ring on my finger. And even after I have the ring on my finger, I need to make sure that I got a still healthy relationship after that. And even if we don't work out, even if we end up somehow and hopefully not getting divorced, okay, I need to make sure that the person I have kids with is going to be a stand-up person, that they're overall very logical, okay, that they understand me and my morals and, how to raise somebody, okay? Because I'm not doing all that. No offense, Taurus, but I'm just saying I don't want to deal with all that. So I try my hardest, okay? If you don't already have kids, Taurus, this could be someone around you, okay? Take that, keep that in mind. If you don't have kids, take it how it resonates, leave what doesn't. But I feel like something like this is going on around you, and it's really just a pain in the ass, okay? And I do sympathize with you for it, okay? Because I couldn't even, Lord, I'd be in a jumpsuit, I promise. Okay, maybe this person has gone to jail. I'm hearing a few times, so who knows? Take it how it resonates, leave what doesn't. But that's it for your reading, Taurus. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, okay? Please remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe, okay? Hopefully you guys like the banner thing. Let me know. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Thank you.